All right, hello there, AP World students. This is a video just giving you tips about how to write SAQs. I've already covered this in class, but this is for the kids that just want the extra encouragement. So, first of all, SAQs, short answer questions. These are definitely going to be the easiest part of your essay writing stuff on the AP test. With the DBQ and the LEQ, you are given unlimited paper. But with the SAQs on the AP test, you're only going to be given one blank page. And it'll be a page pretty similar to this, okay? There's not going to be any lines on it or anything, and you just kind of got to write a SAQ in there. And so here's well, I'll get into the tips later. But first, each SAQ will have a document, chart, picture. It'll have something to analyze. It's not going to be just a question. It'll be like, look at this map. Okay, and now here's the questions. Or read this short document, and then look at the questions. And there's always going to be 3 questions on any SAQ. And those 3 questions, each question will feature one of these task verbs. And I think you kids got to memorize what's expected with each task verb. This is definitely the way to win the AP test right here. Okay, and then I'll get into the task verbs, but whatever task verb is used, always answer in complete sentences and start your answer using words from the question. And this is just a tip from Mr. Brown, because I've definitely read plenty of times where kids just kind of jump ahead of the game and they answer the question inappropriately or they phrase it in a bad way. When you use complete sentences and when you use the words from the question, you're almost guaranteeing yourself to answer the question properly. So that is my absolute recommendation. Okay, so here are the task verbs you're going to see with SAQs. You should not see any other task verb. It should just be these. So if you see identify in the question, what is expected of you, you are to indicate information about the concept or topic and probably just have a 1-sentence response. Okay, identify, it's just right to the point, one answer, moving on. All right, describe, you're providing characteristics of the concept or topic. Probably could do this in 2 sentences, maybe one really long sentence. Always use examples if possible. So you're describing a concept of the past, you say what that concept is, hopefully give an example of it if possible. Okay, and then we get to evaluate. This is one of these kind of more challenging ones. So you're going to have to describe and judge if the significance, accuracy of the information in the topic is relevant. So assuming like on the SAQ you're given a map, and this map is like one of these really old-timey maps, so it's not geographically accurate. So a question could be, evaluate the usefulness of this map. And I mean, you could honestly take it in either direction and probably get a perfect score. You could say, well, this map isn't useful because all the shapes of the land masses are not accurate, so it'll like, put ships off track. But alternatively, you could say, well, this map is still very useful because it was some way to navigate as people were sailing around the world and meeting other cultures and trading and stuff. So when you evaluate, you probably should give me 3 sentences, and you're really going to have to kind of make a mini argument there to determine if the document presented to you is an actual worthwhile document. And it's always great when you can connect it to other historical concepts as well. Okay, support a claim, provide specific examples from history that would support the topic above. You're probably going to have to go outside of the scope of the document. You'll probably have to bring in some information from your own head rather than just copy things out of the document to support the claim. Okay, and then this one, explain. Explain is probably going to be your longest response. And in every SAQ I've ever seen, at least one of the 3 questions is an explain question. So this is where you just kind of deep dive into whatever the question's asking you for. Your answer must feature the word because, and sometimes it'll get kind of challenging to use the word because. You're going to have to kind of do a couple little backflips in your construction of language to get to because. But yes, so evidence and examples should always be used to support your claim. You definitely got to describe the relationship between the subject and the topic. So if it was like, explain Karl Marx's ideal society, you would say, Karl Marx has this ideal society of abolishing private property because, and then you'll tell me Karl Marx's psychology, and you'll say how he just thought capitalism was the worst thing in the world, and he truly did believe that a reality could be possible where all wealth in society was shared equally. Okay, and the last one, compare. Provide a description of similarities and differences. So many kids forget about this. They compare and they just talk about difference. And like at least one of them has to be a similarity. You have to do it. And compare should probably be your longest responses. So if you see compare, you should probably go ugh. But at least remember that one sentence should be the two concepts are the same in that. And then maybe more sentences should be the two concepts are different in that. But alternatively, I don't know, maybe you have examples of two things that are quite similar. You could talk about the cattle killing movement and the ghost dance and be like, are these things similar? You're like, well, they kind of are, because they were both these native people's response to growing imperial power. But they're different in that one was a dance and one was like agricultural suicide, kind of. So, all right. This is all the tips for SAQ writing. Good luck to y'all. Peace out.